Think everyone's staring at you? That's just an illusion. Before we dive in, hit subscribe, tap like, and turn on the bell, the easiest triple combo you'll ever pull off. Don't assume everyone is paying attention to you. That's one of the biggest illusions we live with. We often believe the whole world is watching our mistakes. Like when you order at a cafe and your voice comes out too soft, so you repeat yourself louder. Or when you freeze for a second during a presentation. Or when you stumble on the street and nearly fall. Even when you walk toward an empty seat on the subway, only to have someone else take it first, leaving you awkwardly standing. In those moments, it feels like every single eye is on you. Your brain screams, "Everyone will remember this scene forever." But here's the truth. They won't. Psychology has proven it. This is called the spotlight effect, the illusion that we're on stage with a giant spotlight shining only on us. What feels like a life-shaking mistake in your head is often invisible or forgotten in seconds, in someone else's mind. Think about it. Do you remember the stranger whose shoelace came undone yesterday? Do you still recall your coworker stuttering once in yesterday's meeting? Probably not. You've already forgotten. And yet, our own mistakes can haunt us for years. That's how the spotlight effect tricks us. At Cornell University, researchers ran a famous experiment. They asked students to walk into a lecture hall wearing a t-shirt with an embarrassing cartoon character on it. The students were sure that at least half the class must have noticed and laughed. But in reality, less than 25% of people even remembered the shirt. There's always a huge gap between what we think others see and what they actually notice. Another study tested how well audiences remember small mistakes in a speech. The result? Almost no one remembered. The only thing that stood out was when the speaker overreacted and made it worse. The truth is, people are not focused on you. If they notice at all, it's for a split second, and then they go right back to their own world. So how do we deal with this illusion? Here are 3 simple ways. First, don't replay your mistakes on loop. That moment you froze in a presentation is already gone in their memory. The problem is, you keep replaying it in yours. Don't say, "I ruined everything." Say instead, "It's already past." Second, remember, everyone is busy starring in their own play. When you tripped on the street, your world stopped. But everyone else was busy with their phones, their worries, their schedules. They're the main character of their own stage, not yours. Third, stop holding imaginary trials in your head. That courtroom in your mind, with a jury judging your every move, that's all an illusion. In reality, people are too busy with their own struggles to judge you. The moment you dismiss that imaginary jury, the unnecessary pressure melts away. I know someone who once messed up the very first sentence of their self-introduction in a job interview. Their face burned red, their hands shook. But the interviewers simply moved on to the next question. The candidate, however, spent the rest of the day punishing themselves. And the result? They got the job. Because the interviewers cared more about the content and attitude than a tiny stumble. That's reality. People don't pay nearly as much attention to us as we think. What matters isn't the mistake, it's how we continue afterward. So remember this. The world does not stare at you for long. It's not other people's gaze that tortures you, it's your own illusion. Turn off that spotlight, and suddenly, your stage feels a lot freer. And here's a challenge. Do you still carry an embarrassing memory you can't forget? Write it in the comments. Chances are, nobody else remembers. Let's stick to it together.